Broadcasting from the KMF Collective Studio, it's time for the CrossFit Paragon podcast. Tune in each month as we spotlight one of our unbeatable members who make our box what it is today. Now, here's your host.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to this month's installment of the CrossFit Paragon Member of the Month podcast. I'm your host, Kylie. Today in the KMF Collective Studio for our March 2020 episode, I have with me the girl who, without fail, always walks into the gym with a smile on her face and who brightens up every class she walks in, Kylie Coker. How are you doing, Kylie?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by and just sharing your story with us today.
Of course.
So, Kylie, just to kind of get to know your fitness journey a little bit, I wonder, how did you first get involved with the sport of CrossFit?
Oh, my gosh. So that's a fun story. So I guess my background growing up, I did almost every sport I could sign up for. I was on soccer teams and I swam in high school. I really did anything and everything. In middle school, I think I was on the basketball team and badminton and things that someone that's 5'3" should never do. But a couple of years ago, I was kind of looking for, what my next fitness journey is. And my friend Sam invited me to a CrossFit family and friends day at CrossFit South Cobb. And it absolutely ruined me. It was some of the hardest stuff I've ever done. I was running around with a sandbag on my back. And I remember after that workout thinking okay, if this is going to be this challenging, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that challenges me more than anything I've done before. And so that kind of started the wheels turning on okay, this is what I want to do. Where's my gym?
Yeah, I love that. And I mean, you kind of get bit by the bug, and it's funny how it's kind of backwards. It's something that's so challenging and so terrible, and when you're in it and it hurts so bad, but it's
Yes.
I want more of this. This is what I want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I had been working out kind of on my own for a long time, and I had been doing a lot of casual distance running. And I knew okay, I've been doing all these things on my own, but if something can really wreck me this hard, this is what I need to be doing.
I love that. I love the way you put that. It just wrecked you. And that's what you want. Yeah. That's what you wanted. You were looking for that. And so then Kylie, after that, so you had that initial experience at South Cobb and just getting wrecked by that workout and but at the same time falling in love with it and deciding, okay, this is the next fitness step I want to take. How did that ultimately bring you to CrossFit Paragon, and why did you choose to stay with us?
So that was fun too. So I, as any millennial would do, immediately took to the internet.
Right.
When I was looking for, what gym do I want? And I live in the area. So I was looking in that Northeast Atlanta area at all the gyms. And, again, as of course a millennial would do this, I went and started looking into CrossFit as a sport and, what it's about. And I remember, when I found the CrossFit Paragon website, I saw all of your bios. I pre-stalked you. And I saw your experience with running and Nate's experience with the CrossFit Games. And I saw pictures of the gym and pictures of the community. And it was actually on my birthday last year that I emailed Nate and I said hey, I want to drop in and come see the gym and start doing foundations, because I remember looking at the gym and I didn't even go beyond that. I saw the website, saw what I wanted to see, and was okay, I'm signing up.
I love that. I love that. And so when in this pursuit then, so you found this new sport of CrossFit and you're man, I'm all in. I'm going to find a gym and I'm going to go for it. So seeing the pictures of the website, never having even been to Paragon, what was it about the pictures or the pictures of the community? What was it specifically about those things that you saw that really resonated with you and made you want to say, okay, this is my gym before even setting foot in it?
There's a few things. I think anytime you look at pictures of a CrossFit gym and you see what it is a box, right? It's a dirty, barren box. And you see that environment and this is going to challenge me. They're not putting pretty colors on the walls or things to try and make an environment more friendly. Like you see it and you know that that's a space that like the point is to go in and work out and get chalk on everything you own and then go home. um, and I think also like just the pictures and the bios of the coaches, knowing that you guys had the certifications and the experience to like know the movements and know what you're talking about. It just was really reassuring to me coming from someone who's, you know, from behind a computer screen saying like, okay, are these people qualified to push me and teach me and do all those things? Like, that's how I knew like, okay, I'm in good hands.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that. I love what you said. I mean, one, about feeling that confidence of knowing people were certified and you felt comfortable going into a space where you could be led and you could be coached to become an athlete. And then two, the point is to go in, get chalk on everything you own, and then go home. It's so simply put, but that literally is CrossFit. That's what we do.
Yep.
So that's all we do.
Sure.
Love that. So Kylie, I mean, so since you started at Paragon last year when you reached out to Nate on your birthday and just decided, okay, I'm coming in, this is it for me. So now in this year that you've been with us, do you have a story that you can share from your time here that really showcases why you continue to keep coming back?
Oh my gosh, there's so many.
I love hearing that.
There's so many. I don't know if there's one in particular. I would say that my struggle with double unders is probably a good example. So for those of you who may be listening that don't know anything about CrossFit, double unders is jump roping, but it's when you do like one jump rope, but the rope goes around you twice. And it is a shockingly difficult thing to learn how to do.
Yeah.
And as somebody with a like very athletic background, it is infinitely frustrating to me that like on some days you can walk in and do double unders and it is like totally fine. And on some days it is just not going to happen. And I think, you know, that the environment of like consistent learning, like in CrossFit, you're never going to be great at everything unless you're Matt Frazier and you're like top of everybody. Like there's always something new to learn and there's always something you're going to struggle with, but there's always going to be people that take you and like help you with those things. So I think I've had 6 different people now coach me on double unders, like across a 6-month span. And that like is always going to keep me coming back because like, I know I'm never going to be perfect. And it's always going to be this process of consistent like learning and being challenged. But you're also going into a place with a community where everyone understands that and everybody is there to help you. And that's what makes me come back every single day.
That's really beautifully put. It's so true, and I really like the way you said it. It's in an environment of consistent learning. You're never going to arrive. You're never going to be, like you said, unless you're Matt Frazier, a top CrossFit athlete. But even them, I mean, we can look at them through this lens of, oh my gosh, they are the top athletes. And yes, they are, but they are also continuing to work on things in their own space, their own realm. And for us down here at our own little box in Atlanta, I mean, it's the same thing. We're choosing those things. We find those things that we need to work on, that we struggle with every day. But then it's never that we're struggling alone. There's always people in there with us, pushing us, helping us, guiding us, because they've been there too, whether they've been doing CrossFit for 10 years or 6 months. They know some of those struggles that you're facing. And that's just a really cool shared experience that we get to all have.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what makes you want to come back, right? It's not just the workouts. It's not just getting chalk on every community experience, and everybody is in the same journey.
Absolutely. I love that. We're all walking that same path. And so Kylie, I mean, of course now you have been working on double unders, you're getting them, you're just killing it. But for a long time that was a huge goal of yours, and I remember just grinding it out and working on them, and then until eventually they started to fall in workouts. And so to now, looking back over this past year, looking forward, what is a current fitness goal that you would like to achieve and why?
Current fitness goal I'm trying to achieve. There's a few. One of them that I have for this year, and I know we've talked about it after a couple classes, but one of my goals for this year is to have flexibility in my life, in like the way that I approach my personal life, really, and then physical flexibility as well. And I don't have like a very concrete, specific, like time-bound goal around this yet, but I know that, you know, CrossFit is one of those environments where you push yourself really, really hard, and you're lifting heavy weights and you're go, 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 like especially those short workouts where it's 9 minutes of just like go as hard as you can. I think there's a really good antithesis to that in taking a moment to be flexible with yourself. And, sometimes you have workouts where you're in the middle of it and everything just goes so badly. And you have to have that other mindset of like, yes, it's go, 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 but you're here to get better. And I think having flexibility with yourself and what a good workout means to you is important. And then also, you're pushing your muscles so hard and you're pushing your body so hard to achieve these like new movements and heavy lifts. It's just from a physical perspective important to stretch and take care of your muscles and like work on flexibility at the same time that you're building strength and building your body. So that's a big one for me. I wouldn't even say 2020. I would just say indefinitely is having flexibility both mentally and physically.
Mm-hmm. I love that. That's it. And it's so important. Like you said, obviously physical flexibility. If you're going to push your body to those limits, like you're saying, go, 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 then you have to be able to take care of yourself and not just go all in the gym, be able to stretch and monitor your body and be aware of that. But then on the other side, I love that mental flexibility of, like you said, in a workout where you're constantly, like we're chasing that top of the whiteboard or chasing that better time, being able to do a workout RX plus or RX for the first time. But then too, on the flip side of that, why are we walking in the gym every day? What is the why? Why are we getting in there? And it's not to be the best athletes ever. We are going because, we just want to be better people. We want to be more physically fit, want to be more mentally tough, want to build that community. So it's finding that why and realizing that if everything feels like it's falling apart in a workout, it's not, because you're still working out. You're still moving. You're still achieving a huge goal for that day.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's like a direct reflection of why, it's important to keep that in mind. Like, why am I coming in here? I'm not coming in here to be on the top of the whiteboard every day, because I'm not. Like, I'm still learning. I'm still getting better. I'm coming in here to, like you said, be a better person. And that's what it's all about.
Thank you all for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to follow us at CrossFitParagon.com, on Facebook, and on Instagram. Here at Paragon, we are so grateful for the incredible individuals who comprise our community and who allow us the opportunity to try and change the world for the better. One person, one workout at a time. See you next month.